What does this mean? I don't understand. Why are the Hist and the Jills fighting each other? The roots of the Hist are clamping down on the Jill. Why is this? Is it fated to happen? Like this? But why on Nirn did it spill out here? What drew this event to? No, this isn't the time to think about this. We must close the breach causing this as soon as possible. Let's hurry and get to the cockpit. We've found the breach at last. Our mission is finally over. No, you must do this. That's why I brought you here. The time breach will close on contact with you. Nothing difficult about it. Ha! Don't worry about that. Just close the breach. The Right Master said that the quantum vibrations of your prisoner status will stabilize the event. But to be honest, I have my doubts too. It was the Jills and not us, the Psijic Order, who assigned you this role in the first place. I think they intend to use your actions as a base from which to correct time and inconsistencies. I suppose we could say you are to the Jills what a sewing thread is to a torn cloth. In any case, I think you should be honored, my friend. All you had to do was close the time breach. What else did you touch? Well, let's put it this way. The time breach is closed at last. Looks like the Numidium's data is showing up. Perhaps now we can find out where it came from. This is Akulakan, but it should have been destroyed at the end of the Third Era. Was Dac0da involved? Numidium systems are targeting Akulakan for elimination. Does this mean that the Numidium was fighting Akulakan? Strange. None of this adds up. There are no historical records about the confrontation between the Numidium and Akulakan. Did this Numidium come from the time of the Tiber War, but not from the Warp of the West? What's going on? Looks like there's a passenger inside Akulakan. Numidium systems are recognizing them as the Nerevarine. But Nerevarine supposedly destroyed Akulakan at the end of the Third Era. Then why are they now driving it and fighting Numidium? Nerevarine's armor doesn't look like it's from the Third Era. Are they fated to be from another reality? Why did the Nerevarine show up after leaving for Akavir? What happened? The Numidium was activated in 896 of the Second Era, which is from the Siege of Alinor during the Tiber War. Its history recordings are garbled, probably due to the Numidian effect. But some of them are even older, dating back to the Merethic era. The most recent record is from the Fifth Era. How? Wasn't the Siege of Alinor supposed to be over within 1 hour? I think I got all the information sorted out, but I'm still not convinced. This Numidium is from the time of the Tiber War, where it continued its siege of Alinor all from the Merethic and into the Fifth Era. Then it battled Nerevarine, driving Akulakan in the Fifth Era, and was victorious over them. Currently, the Numidium is dormant. It being in our here and now is probably only due to self-repair. We've done what we were meant to do. The time breach is already closed, and soon, the Jills will begin censoring these events. The dormant Numidium will be banished from our present and reality. There should be no issues, but I only hope that this is so. The rest is up to the Jills now. This is the Psijic order signal. Looks like they've finished mending the other time breaches. Soon the Jills will begin censoring what happened here. Each event will be optimized and any discrepancies minimized. When that happens, we'll be reassigned to our appropriate coordinates. So, you and I will part ways for a little while. When the time is restored, meet me at the Solitude Lighthouse. We must discuss some matters for the future. No, I don't. Nothing, no, no. No, I don't. Nothing, no, no.
Gang, here comes the blind god. How are the Jills going to nibble on his butt? He thinks he's a god. A jealous type who still envies the party, even though he ran from it. But I bet he's just bitter because he didn't get his turn. Any cheesecake? We'll have plenty of jam for tomorrow. I don't know. A half plane that will be gone in the next moment. I don't even remember it anymore. Ha ha ha! Wasn't me. A Jill nibbled on his butt. Gnawed on him like a sugar doll. If I hadn't caught him, he'd be in a Jill's stomach now, all cleaned of his past. Oh, I'm sure she'd be endlessly reminiscing about the good times of his childhood and the sweet, sour days of his adolescence. Ooh, milk tea! I'm sure he'd make for a nice cake decoration, but it won't help him now. Better luck next time. This would have been a better reality if I hadn't covered for you. Our friendship is as sticky as cheese fondue. How touching. Not even Polydor and Eloisa can cry enough. What soppiness! Ah, right. I'll give him some energy to talk for a minute. Maybe treat him to a pie in the sky in the end.
Is that you? Run away. Just get out of here. This is the correction performed by the Jills. Soon, they'll devour me, you, and our entire journey. You need to get out of here. The Jills are no longer on our side.
Look at the blind god! He's having a great time! He hasn't been to any parties in a very long time, you know. You don't have to do anything! You've already entertained me enough. I'll give you a special, one-time only treat today. You can go home through that door growing there. Will I help you, or will I not? Is or is not? Is the cake before you real or fake? Why don't you just eat it? You're not hungry enough to devour like the Jills. No, Jills are still biting down on your friend. His butt would get stuck in the door.
No, I don't. Nothing, no, no. Not much time distortion here. Getting smaller and smaller, too. The numidium fragments are no longer responding, either. Was this distortion only in passing? What kind of mage are you? I was sure I cast a repelling ward around this perimeter. Ah, so you are. Well, you must be something of an expert there as well. Oh, no offense intended. I am a little prejudiced when it comes to rural schools in places where magic is frowned upon. Let me erect the spine of apology if I've caused any offense.
What brings you here?
Since you've already broken through my wards, then let me be honest with you. I was sent here by the Psijic Order to survey the area. Some fragments of numidium in our possession have recently been drawn in a singular direction. Here. So I've been investigating this location. But even the fragment's reaction is gone now. Has anything strange happened here recently? Have you been taking skooma? We've never met, and numidium is not something either you or I can deal with. Or are you Sheogorath in disguise? No. You don't have the right aura. You shouldn't be messing with drugs.
What will you do now?
I'm done with my work for today. I'll do some sightseeing in solitude. Compared to Artaeum, Skyrim's scenery is rather rough, but there is a certain rustic beauty to it. If only it wasn't so cold. Oh yes, I wanted to ask, what brings you to this lighthouse? I see. There's no one else here right now, but I hope you meet them again someday. Something about this place makes me feel nostalgic. I miss an old friend too. I wonder if he's doing well. He loved tinkering with machines. Quite a friendly man for an Altmer too. Does the name Romion sound familiar to you at all? He's a Dwemer scholar. Is he not that famous? I suppose he's still an unknown scholar and adventurer. Well, if he's not well known, then it will take me a while to find him. But I'll have some time for a while now, so it's no bother. I will. Somehow, I truly do feel like I've done something great. I'm going to stay here a little longer and take in the view. It's very calming. You're more knowledgeable than I thought. The Dragon Break report shows it varies from person to person. Powerful individuals and those caught in the center of events often retain their memories, but they do not necessarily comprehend them. And memory loss is the best case here. People's eyes may burn out, they may lose limbs, and in the worst case, they could die. This is why the number of missing people rises abnormally when a Dragon Break is corrected. And it's our job to find out what exactly happened. Oh, we've already investigated that. It was a completely unrelated accident. The Imperial, Thalmor, and Solitude Navy were on a joint mission to exterminate a stray pod of Slode. They were shipwrecked in a bad storm. The Atmoran Strait is so rough that it's no wonder the encompassing sea is called the Sea of Ghosts. But it was only a coincidence. I'm going to stay here a little longer and take in the view. It's very calming.